knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while.
Huh? All right,
Man,
we are on. All right, for those of you just joining us, we are in the first quarter here at Raider Field here in Gayville Volin, or as the coach calls it, the football field. We are several minutes into the game, 9:34 left in the first quarter. Cowboys have scored. It was a 2-run drive up the middle for Wyatt Cahoy for about 50 yards, and then the second, Jackson Kinzer took it in from about 8 yards out. Cowboys lead this one 8-0 right now. Cowboys just jumped off sides, Gayville just jumped off sides.
Yep.
Out. And so it's going to be a 1st and 15 for the Raiders from the 30-yard line, from their own 30.
Tristan Goose set out of his gun and
Nice run up the middle. Looked for his pitch man, but decided to hold that. Wise play.
looks like the Cowboys covered that option pretty well.
Gain of about 6 though, going to be up to about 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
Good decision by the quarterback to hold that one, and we need another 6 yards for a first down for Gayville. So welcome all the Gayville fans here at halftime. We're going to have Coach Rice's opinion of the game, his player of the game, and what else were you going to give?
Yeah.
Okay, and a song and dance number at halftime. All right. Also, shout out to Amy there at the gate for letting the Colome Cowboys live crew in. Rickford for a first down and touch more. Nice little pass play off to the near side.
Yeah, it looks like Colome's defensive backs are playing off a little bit, and the Raiders took advantage there. They tried that play a little bit earlier, but that pass got batted down.
Yep. Yeah, this time he got it completed. Nice completion, 6 yards for first down. We got look for some pressure here from the right side. Colton Solon in on the backfield, untouched. He's going to get a hold of Gusted there, and then a little bit of assistance from a couple other Cowboys, and he is down for a no gain. They're going to call it back to the original line of scrimmage. 46-yard line. Neil Widener, Brett Heath here making the call tonight from Gayville. Beautiful night over here, a little humid, but there's a breeze, so feels nice on the field. And we are 2nd and 10 for the for the Cowboys, or for the Raiders, with 8:03 left in the first quarter.
Raiders in the gun again. A pass.
Gusted tries to pass over to Rickford again. Going to be incomplete coverage by Leighton Tiemann over there on the far side.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 here for the Raiders, which, they found a little bit of a game plan here, making those quick passes there. If they can get a few of those connected, they may give us some trouble there.
Right. That pass to Rickford was just a touch over the end of his fingers. If it would have been just a little bit closer to him, that could have been a completion and a good gain.
Yep.
But as it is, it's 3rd and 10 now for the Raiders.
This defensive line has given the Raiders a little bit of a fit here. They're getting some pretty good penetration, and now they're bringing everybody.
And that pass was to number 7, Rickford again, and he gets met as his fingers get on it by Leighton Tiemann. So going to be 4th and 10 for the Raiders, and Jackson Kinzer drops back to receive a punt.
So Kinzer's standing on his own 21-yard line. Gustad's going to punt from about the 35. It's a good punt. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds.
About the 31, 32-yard line.
Yep. Cowboys will take over 1st and 10 at about the 35.
Ooh. Wow. Good eye.
There you go. I had a little help. We got a spotter tonight.
We got a Cleveland Indians fan up here, and old Bob Euchre. We're getting quoted up here, so always a good time when you do Cowboys Live. Cowboys will start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Tiemann under center. Dufik in motion. Pass back. Jackson Kinzer wide open. Good coverage by number 5,
McKee.
Tavin McKee.
Tavin McKee takes him down at the 35. Taven
McKee.
Apologies if we get any names wrong in advance, and we'll need to because we'll get a lot of them wrong tonight. But we'll do our best up here.
And we got help.
And we got some help. So that's better than most times because.
That's right.
Exactly.
They're more Czech, Polish, and
Dufik in motion, gets the handoff and is going
got
down the left
corner,
sideline.
cuts it back, and he is into the end zone for a 35-yard touchdown run for Chase Dufik. Extra point coming up.
He got some good blocking there, and that popped him open, but he had to make a good play there at the end to get into the end zone.
Right.
It was a good play. It was a good play.
You know, and Dufik's got that breakaway speed. They kind of got to give him a cushion, and they did. Gave him a cushion, and he just cut it back on him.
Yeah, really quick feet. Looks like the same
Jackson
play as
Kinzer
last time.
going up the middle doesn't. He does make it, makes it in. So with 7:21 left in the first quarter, Cowboys are up in this one right now, 16-0. We'll take a timeout. Let's just visit with some of our sponsors, and we'll be back in 60 seconds on Colome Cowboys Live.
At Grossenberg Implement, we believe the other half of a great product is the service that stands behind that product. It means when you have questions, we have the answers. It means your equipment is backed by the expertise of 27 certified service technicians. See for yourself. Visit grossenberg.com to see our current deals on new and used combines and combine heads. Service, the other half of a great product.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfield.
All right, we're back here at Raider Stadium, we're going to call it tonight. Cowboys lead 16-0 with 7:21 left in the first quarter. A couple of really nice runs for the Cowboys. Good blocking up front right off the bat.
Where does your future
Ringing Shield is getting ready to
Black
kick
Hills State
here,
University,
and
where anything is
away
possible.
we go.
Good
the right
kick.
nutrition,
Gonna be picked
animal
up by
health,
Taven
and record
McKee.
management is key. To
He's
having
going to
a
try that
profitable
right
cattle
side as
program.
well.
That's
Found the
why
seam.
you have to work with the
Got some
people
room there.
involved.
One man to
Take
beat. Rhett Bertram not going to get him.
Ooh.
And Taven is going to score on about
Taven
it.
McKee is fast. He
About
caught that
an
at the
85-yard line, yeah, 85-yard
Yep.
return. So, all right, Taven is a state placer in the Open 200 a year ago here at Sioux Falls at the Howard Wood State Championships, and so here we go with some speed coming off the side, and the Raiders are back in this one.
Yeah. He caught that thing on the run, made one nice, really good move, then one more little juke in the pile, and just away he went.
Yep.
And there was nobody on the field as fast as he was.
Yep, just a good outside blocking there. They sealed off that outside, gave him that corner, and the rest of it was him, and he did a good job. So the Raiders getting set for a 2-point conversion.
From the gun.
And it's going to be a little short.
Passed out to Rickford and
had a hand in his face there.
yeah.
Bo Bertram did a good job of getting some pressure on him. Pass be a little bit short, but the Raiders now are back in this one, 16-6 with 7:10 left in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
To learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on
All
the
right,
door.
welcome back to Raiders Nation here in Gayville. Just had a 85-yard kickoff return by the Raiders to get them in the game here a little bit. It's the Cowboys still lead 16-6 with 7:10 left in the first quarter. Gustad is getting set to kick with
Chase Dufik and Jackson Kinzer back to receive.
Yep.
Low
kick.
line drive. Picked up in motion by Jackson Kinzer. He's going to find a seam, and he's got green grass in front of him. We might just very well trade kickoff returns.
I think Jackson caught that at about the 25. Had to make one or two moves, but around the right side had some really good blocking along the way there. Popped him loose, and he and Gustad had to race to the end zone, but I think Jackson had a lead on him there. So Cowboys take the lead 22-6 with 6:58 left in the first quarter, and the Cowboys are getting lined up to try to tack on a couple more.
And then we'll kick off. And if we do this tonight, we might see a 100-point ball game tonight. Yeah.
Teaming under center. Kinzer in motion.
Wyatt Cahoy up the gut. Rumbling, bumbling.
Tumbling.
Into the end zone for 2 more.
So with 6:58 left in the first quarter, the Cowboys are going to take the lead to 24-6. We're going to go ahead and take a 60-second break. We appreciate you listening on CowboysLive.com.
Winter Regional Healthcare is proud to sponsor coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletics and activities on Winter Warriors Live. Best of luck in tonight's event. Here at Winter Regional Healthcare, we are committed to professional care with a personal touch at our local hospital and long-term care facility. For more information on the services we provide, check out our website at winterregional.org. Winter Regional, proud to support the student athletes and activities. Honored to serve the families of South Central South Dakota. Remember, professional care with a personal touch at Winter Regional Healthcare.
The store that always does the most for you is the Winter Food Center. We wish the best of luck to all the area boys and girls teams as a proud sponsor of all the local activities on Sports Ticket Live. We invite you to stop out for your everyday grocery needs. Fresh produce, top grade meat department, incredible dairy selection, and much, much more. Or for your special events orders, you will always find what you're looking for at the Winter Food Center. Our staff always delivers speedy, friendly service at the store, doing the most for you.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Hey, thanks for coming back with us on CowboysLive.com. The Cowboys have just taken a 24-6 lead with 6:58 left in the first quarter. Ringing Shields getting set to kick with McKee and Cutts back to receive. Good high kick.
Going to be picked up by, Cutts is going to take it this time.
There we go.
Go right side again. I see a wall forming over there. I think he's going to be brought down about the 26-7 yard line.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. The Raiders have had a little bit of luck here throwing those quick passes out to the wideouts, as the Cowboys have played back a little bit, maybe being a little bit cautious. But we did see a little bit of speed there from McKee earlier in the game, so maybe that cautions.
There's a reason for it. Yep. Don't want to give him too much, but we got number 15, Garrett Jorgensen, coming out here wide, near side.
Gustad in the gun. Cowboys blitz.
Low snap, going to be brought up the middle, and Bo Bertram's going to meet him coming through there. And also Colton Solonen in there too. It's going to.
Okay. All right. All right, we're back here. It's 2nd and 5 from about the 32-yard line for the Raiders. Hey, we've got a little bit of a cramped situation up here in the crow's nest, and so if you see some shoulders on the screen there, just know that we're doing our best to get you as much of the game as we can.
We got an offer to throw the cramped people out if they get lippy, but
it's about 20 foot down. I think you'd bounce. It'd be fine.
Yeah. That's coming from the opposing team's coach. We're going to have him on at halftime doing that song and dance again. So, folks, join us here in a bit.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, so far we've seen some speed on both sides of the field here. I think if the Raiders could get the ball in the right hands here, they can give us a little bit of fits here. So we just need to see what they got here. Gustad in the gun.
Oh, and that doesn't help anything
snap.
when he gets a low snap, but he's going to try to make something out of it. Going to maybe get back to they're going to call it a loss at 1, but when you get a low snap with that kind of speed coming off the line on the defense for Colome, he was lucky to get just a 1 yard loss.
His snaps have been coming in about knee high pretty much the entire game so far. So,
okay, young kid at center, facing a defense that's got some experience. We're going to have a timeout here, and we'll take one as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide's agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter, locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection, and an equal opportunity provider.
Here at Farmers Union Insurance, they do everything they can to make sure that you have the right insurance for your specific needs. They understand not every individual or family has the same insurance needs, and insurance is not a one-size-fits-all type solution. You see, they look at themselves as an insurance consultant rather than the typical salespeople. Farmers Union Insurance Agency's presence within the community is more than just an insurance office. They are proud to sponsor coverage of winter athletics and students. Good luck this year to all the Warrior and
All right, we are back with the Cowboys leading 24-6 with 5:24 left in the first quarter. It is a 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12, let's say, from the 25 for the Raiders. Gustad is in the gun. He's got 2 wide.
One man behind him. McKee is going to throw the pass to McKee. Colton Solomon had a hand up. I don't know if quarterback could see his receiver, but he was trying to pitch it over top of Colton, and the pass drops incomplete. Going to bring up a 4th and 11 or 4th and 12 for the Raiders.
Yep. The Cowboys' defensive line and linebackers have done a really good job of maybe sending a message that nothing's going to come easy tonight for the Raiders. And right now we're just going to see if the Raiders are ready to respond to that. There's some big boys coming pretty fast right now.
The offense has kind of got the same mindset this year too.
So Kinzer back on his 44-yard line to receive the punt. Gustad
punt.
Got a good snap, good high kick, but it's pretty short. And it looks like it's going to go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. I didn't even need a spotter for that. So the Cowboys are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
There, 42.
Oh, man, I was so close.
Jamin Doherty had a good push coming in there.
No.
Just the ball about a foot over his hands, but a good pressure coming in from the Cowboys on the punt. Now we're going to see the Cowboys here on the offensive position again. Something else, Neil, I'm noticing this year with the Cowboys is the depth that we've got again this year. Last year we thought we just felt like we had so much depth. Right now we've got Calvin Ringing Shield at end. We've got Nash Atterbury able to take a breather. Wyatt Cahoy's out here taking a breather. You get a deal like that, and you got Bo Bertram now, 100-yard qualifier, and Bertram's going to get bumped out of bounds there at about the 10-yard line.
Yep, Dufik went in motion through a block, and there was a pitch around to the left, and Bertram just outran everybody. Had one guy to beat, didn't quite beat him, got knocked out of bounds there. So the Cowboys are going to move it. The chains here, it's going to be a 1st and 10 from about the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 10. Knocking on the door again with 5:08 left in the first quarter. Bertram lines up there in the backfield again, teaming under center.
Dufik in motion.
He's got Ringing Shield open in the end zone and touchdown. So teaming throws a 10-yard touchdown pass, cap off the drive here. Cowboys lead 30-6 with 5:03 left in the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and see what they've got here coming up for the extra point and try to stretch that to 32.
I do believe, Neil, that's Calvin Ringing Shield, maybe his first varsity touchdown pass reception of his career.
Yeah, that was a good one. He ran a good route. He got open out there. The line gave Tiemann some time.
And Jackson
Kinzer puts it in.
Bumbles in there for an extra 2-point conversion, and the Cowboys now take the lead 32-6 here.
5:03 left in the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Thanks for joining us on Cowboys Life.
Lady Warriors. Atterbury Construction is an earth-moving contractor and supply of quality aggregate materials based in Colome, South Dakota. When in need of a professional service for site preparation, grading, and many other soil-related tasks, their knowledge in heavy equipment, rock and gravel products is wide-ranging. Atterbury Construction, your earth-moving and aggregate professional since 1995. For competitive bids and estimates, call Lee or Kurt at 842-3776. Proud sponsors of Colome Cowboys and Cowgirls on Colome Cowboy Live.
Hey, Doug, how'd that discount double check work out for you?
Oh, that was great. I wish I had double checked before discussing that play earlier. Did anybody catch that play? No. Nope. Okay, we're going to act like we're debating about it. You two do the bouncy football thing. You rub your head like it's a real tough call. No, that looks like you're having a migraine. I'm going to break the huddle confidently, and we're going to call it incomplete.
Your mic's on! First down! Thank you!
70,000 people were there.
20 million more watching at home.
Got it!
Save big with State Farm.
We're back here on Raiders Field. The Cowboys lead 32-6 with 5:03 left in the first quarter. Ringing Shield back to kick.
Going to be short and high. Number
short
27, List picks it up, drops it. Oh, he gets met and stood up by number 13. Yeah, number 13, Calvin Ringing Shield. Picked him up, stopped him, but List a little bigger. Calvin didn't quite get the arms closed. and
that's a good effort when you're down almost 30 points.
Yeah.
To pick that thing up, put your shoulder down and run.
Yeah.
Ringing Shield might be a little bit excited from his touchdown and might have forgot to wrap up.
You love to see the kicker be the first one to hit him, though.
Yep.
You know, that's 9-man football for you there.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 45. Gusted in the gun with one wide left. So he's going to call his own number.
Atterbury
up
the side. Ooh. Colton Solonen meets him there, and there was nothing going on. Bo Bertram was there.
Yeah, that defensive line didn't just kind of shed their blocks. And
Jamin Doherty, Bo Bertram just stopped him.
Yep. It's like that defensive line is really taking over down there in the trenches and sending a message. They've kind of done the same thing on offense and thrown some real good blocks, and that's, I think that's where the Cowboys have really, they've shined with a lot of points this year and a lot of yardage from some really talented backs and wide receivers. But it really starts down there in the line in the trenches, and the Cowboys are continuing that tonight.
Right. You can have the best running back in the league or in the state, but if he doesn't have somebody to block for him, there's 9 guys against him, and it's just too tough. So when it starts, and it's coming from an old fat boy that played in the line, we were proud when we got to have a couple of 100-yard rushers, and this group here this year is doing a super job. Got some very talented backs to back it up, but they don't have to maybe hold their blocks as long. But man, they're doing a good job getting it sealed off and getting those guys in the open field, and then those backs just take over and do a very good job from there on.
Yep.
So.
But on the other side, the defense has really penetrated well. So.
Yes, done a good job. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders right now. Another low snap. Gusted gets a hand on him. Ringing Shield.
We're going to call that a almost designed draw, which gave him a couple of yards.
I'm not sure if that was a design draw or just a collapsing pocket. We're going to call it a design.
We're going to call it that. I think it was a pass play, but it kind of worked as a draw.
It's going to be 4th and 8 for the Raiders.
So Kinzer standing back here on his 30-yard line with Gustig set to kick. Is this the
you want to bet a 50-cent piece on whether they kick out of bounds or to Jackson Kinzer? They're going to kick it far side of the field away from him. Going to be out about the, what is that, Neil, about 25-yard line? Somewhere in that vicinity?
We'll say that.
Ooh, and we have a guy down right now. We have 69, Jamin Doherty. We'll take a quick timeout here while they're checking him over. Hopefully it's just a cramp, looks like, but we'll be back here in 60 seconds.
At Grossenberg Implement, we believe the other half of a great product is the service that stands behind that product. It means when you have questions, we have the answers. It means your equipment is backed by the expertise of 27 certified service technicians. See for yourself. Visit Grossenberg.com to see our current deals on new and used combines and combine heads. Service, the other half of a great product.
Where will you find Black Hills State University graduates? Everywhere, locally, nationally, and internationally. Black Hills State University is where community leaders are inspired, where future teachers are prepared, where global connections lead to business connections, and where underground research is changing the way we understand the universe. Visit bhsu.edu and enroll now at Black Hills State University, where you can earn your degree affordably and with campuses in Spearfish and Rapid City. Stay in the beautiful Black Hills. Where does your future begin? At Black Hills State University, where anything is possible.
All right, we are back here in Gayville at Raider Field. Jamin Doherty just
shaking up a little bit.
Come off the field on his own power. Looks like maybe he might have rolled an ankle or something. He's unlacing a shoe, but he looks like he's going to be all right. hopefully they can tape him back up and get him back out there. But Cowboys are
going to take over 1st and 10 on the 30.
Yep.
Got a little trips in the backfield there. Teaming under center.
Have we seen this yet this year?
No, we have not.
And Dufik, come and look at that block by number 97.
And
Varlick just moved the pile, and Dufik just hid behind him until he could get to an open spot and then just outran everybody.
And Chase Dufik again just shows a lot of maturity, waiting for that block and waiting for the play to
waiting
develop.
on it. Yeah.
And
and just staying behind it.
Yeah, he does a great job in all that traffic, not getting excited and trying to get that extra 2 yards.
Yep.
He's going for an extra 20 when he stays really patient like that. So he's away to the races there on a about a 75-yard touchdown run.
Yep.
And the Cowboys take the lead up to 38-6 with 3:13. Team's under center trying to tack on a couple more. He's back to pass. And
receiver goes down. Jackson Kinzer goes down, coming through the back, coming through the end zone.
Might have been a little contact there, but that's why you play the game, right? So
it's a contact sport.
Yeah.
And so we will take a break here. We'll be back here in 60 seconds at Raider Field here on Colome Cowboys Live.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Are we back?
We are
back. All right, the Cowboys have just scored again here on a Chase Dufik 75-yard touchdown run. Ringing Shields getting set to kick with McKee, and cuts back. So a short kick. Cuts going to pick it up and go up the right side.
Bo Bertram is going to, he come through there. Bo come through there untouched.
Yep.
You could see it in his eyes from the back of his helmet, man. I mean, he was in focus, and you could see that was going to happen. I thought it'd be a bigger collision than it was. So,
I ran into a guy this week that may have played 30 years ago. Said that he watched a game a couple weeks ago, and he said it's just like watching Colome. You know, it's the Colome Cowboys if there's a number 80 Bertram playing on the field. So
yeah, wouldn't be any throwback to old Ronnie Doug, would it? Yeah.
Well, I see another 80. He's a little bit older, and maybe I don't think there's any
got
gray
a beard
there.
still?
Yeah, he's still wearing that beard. So
really, yeah, there's some gray in it.
Kind of got the operator look
here.
to him yet.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to tangle with him. I do remember 30 years ago having to line up against him in warm-ups, and you'd get hit harder in warm-ups than you would through the entire game by that guy. So
practices were always fun when Ronnie Doug was on task, and then when he got but you never took a snake after him, or he'd really get mean. That just
Oh, good times. I know we got some other former Cowboys out there listening tonight, and I think there's a guy, war number 72, that's listening tonight. So shout out to Sioux Falls. Thanks for joining us up there. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 here from the 27 for the Raiders.
Sorry, we're having a good time
now.
tonight. we are going to try to keep you on track here, but
all right,
Gusted, nice snap to Gusted, and he's going to get met about as he steps over the line of scrimmage. Once again,
the Raiders are trying to adjust here a little bit to deal with that offensive or defensive line surge there, and it's just everybody there has their hands full. The Cowboys' defensive line is really doing a great job of just causing a lot of chaos in there. So.
Number 40, Evan Cole, is in the game right now. Jamin's still out getting an ankle tape, and Dawson, they're playing him offense only right now. They're just showing their depth. But Evan did a really good job against Centerville, and he is really turning it up this year. So good to see that.
3rd and 10 from the 28. Gusted in the gun again. Another low snap. Throws a quick pass here. We got a flag on the play. I think that defensive line has Gusted just a little bit shook there. He let that thing go pretty quick before his wide receiver had a chance to even turn around.
Yeah.
But I think we might have a
defensive penalty here. Possibly.
Or we might have a hold. It looks like they're
discussing this.
I think it was a hold. Yep, so Cowboys are going to decline. It's going to be 4th and 10 from the 28. I thought with all that, all those collisions going on there between the wide receivers and D-backs, we might have got called for a
defensive penalty there. But
Jackson's going to head back to receive another punt.
You know, where none of them turned to look, and none of them the ball was incatchable. I suppose that helped some too. But Bo Bertram's going to come hard on this punt. And it's going to get it away. Going to go out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Boy, that's going to be about the 48. I'm going to say about the 48-yard line. He's going to.
Oh, I'm going to say 47.
47. Yeah. Okay. Now.
So the Cowboys are going to take over with
really
a pretty
best
commanding
field
lead.
Position they've had all night.
Yep. 2:06 left in the first quarter. Cowboys lead 38-6. Going to be 1st and 10 on the 47. Looks like we're getting, we're having a chance to get a few other of these younger guys in here to and move some of the, some of the older guys around to try them in some different positions. Looks like Dufek's going to line up there in the fullback with Bertram and Solonen wide right and left.
That's Wyatt Cahoy.
Oh, that is Wyatt Cahoy.
Wyatt Cahoy.
Yeah. Back to pass. Got some pressure on Tiemann, but he's going to flush around to the right-hand side and pick up a couple of nice blocks. And Tiemann's going to take that in for a touchdown. 47-yard touchdown run on good pressure. A broken play by the
defense got in there, got some pressure on Tiemann, and he was able to get away from it. And then the Cowboys just again formed that wall that they're just doing so well this year.
These guys really like to block for each other. I think they take some pride in getting downfield and throwing a block and making some stuff happen. Cowboys extend that lead to 44-6 with 1:55 left in the first quarter. We're back in that trips backfield that we've only seen a
couple times this year.
And
Wyatt Cahoy right up the middle. Yep. And Wyatt's got that low center of gravity and just runs so hard. Yeah. And just hammered it in there. Line it up. Here we're going to do it. See if you can stop us. And the Cowboys go up 44-6 right now. We will take a timeout as we is it 46-6? Excuse me. We will be back here in 60 seconds with Colome Cowboys Live.
Winter Regional Healthcare is proud to sponsor coverage of Winter Warrior and Lady Warrior athletics and activities on Winter Warriors Live. Best of luck in tonight's event. Here at Winter Regional Healthcare, we are committed to professional care with a personal touch at our local hospital and long-term care facility. For more information on the services we provide, check out our website at winterregional.org. Winter Regional, proud to support the student athletes and activities. Honored to serve the families of South Central South Dakota. Remember, professional care with a personal touch at Winter Regional Healthcare.
The store that always does the most for you is the Winter Food Center. We wish the best of luck to all the area boys and girls teams. As a proud sponsor of all the local activities on Sports Ticket Live, we invite you to stop out for your everyday grocery needs. Fresh produce, top grade meat department, incredible dairy selection, and much, much more. Or for your special events orders, you will always find what you're looking for at the Winter Food Center.
Hey, we are back here at Raiders Field in Gayville, South Dakota. Cowboys just took a 46-6 lead off of a broken play where Tiemann went back to pass, got a little bit of pressure, and just flushed out to his left and picked up about 6 great blocks and ended with a 47-yard touchdown run. So Ringing Shield back to kick with McKee and Cutts back to receive. And here we go.
Going to be short again. Going to be picked up by Cutts, far side.
About the
going to come near side this time. Try that. The other side hasn't worked. And Calvin Ringing Shield says, no way.
Knocked him down at about the 25-yard line. So they had a couple of good blocks and actually had a wall built there, but they just didn't have the speed to get around that corner and were short about 2 blocks.
Calvin just come running through there like he was on a mission.
Yeah. Well, Calvin was unblocked, so he had a straight run at him. It is 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line.
And Casey Osmond did a good job of stringing that play out.
Yep.
But Calvin just come through there, and with only one man on two, it was just good, basic, solid, the fundamentals. A nice pitch play trying to get him outside, but
looks like the Cowboys are covering that option very well.
Jackson Kinzer moved up from that linebacker spot. They pitched it around Colton Solon, and Jackson was just there to shut it off. No room to the outside. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. They did make it back to the original line of scrimmage.
I got to do a shout out to Cody. Now go to
bed.
He
goes to bed?
Yeah. Go to bed. Be good for Mom.
Still give him a high for me.
Gemma doesn't like football.
Yeah, well, she likes Cody, though.
Yeah, she does like Cody. All right, we got a 2nd and 10 from the 26.
Little snap. Gusted's going to try coming forward.
Oh,
comes
makes
near
a move,
side.
gets a block.
Makes 2 guys miss, but Jacob Week's going to get him run down out there by the sideline. We got a flag on the play.
I think we might have a block in the back there. All right. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been a long quarter if you're on the Raider side of the field. It's been a little bit rough tonight. 46-6. Cowboys have they've just won it at every aspect of the game tonight. We've had a punt returned.
Kickoff return.
Good kickoff returns. We've had broken plays that ended up in almost 50-yard touchdowns. Have we
had a first down tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think one. Okay. Jackson Kinzer's got a couple of touchdowns. So does Chase Dufig. Calvin Ringing Shields on the board, I think, with his first touchdown reception. And Leighton Tiemann with that long run. I think Leighton wanted to get back and throw a nice long pass, but I bet he'll take that 6 just as well.
Yep.
So. Yep. All right, 46-6 here. We've got Gusted in the gun.
Fumbled snap, and he is going to get hammered. As he stands up, there's just white coming everywhere. Bo Bertram, Nash Atterbury, and Colton Solon all just said, "Hey, we'll meet you at the quarterback." And they did that. He just, he really got hammered. His head kind of,
he got hit hard there.
Yeah, so
kind of bobbled that snap, and the Cowboys, their defensive line just came with their ears pinned and got a good hit down in there. So,
and he had no time to pick it up when he did get it gathered. They were there. So it's going to be about 3rd and 18, 16, 18, something like that.
We'll call it that. Yeah. From about the 19-yard line, somewhere in that ballpark.
And Gusted's they're gonna take him off for a second with the trainer, just to visit with him, talk to him a little bit, let him get some air. So
who is the backup quarterback for the Gayville Volin Raiders? That'll be number 15.
Garrett Jorgensen.
Plays
wide receiver on the others.
150-pound sophomore. Well, it looks like McKee's going to go ahead and be the quarterback. He bobbles the snap, but picks it up, makes a quick move, just doesn't materialize.
Yeah. So David McKee gains about a yard on that one, but met by 2 Cowboys back there just playing.
So Taven showed that quickness there again, though. 160-pound senior.
We got a timeout here called on the field. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Our staff always delivers speedy, friendly service at the store, doing the most for you.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today.
All right, we're back here in Gayville, Raider Field.
So with 4th and 18, Cowboys lead 46-6, 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Jackson Kinzer standing on the 46-yard line of the Raiders.
And we got Caleb Week back there, or excuse me, Jacob Week as well. They punt it out of bounds. Gonna go out of bounds in the 20s somewhere. See where the
clock is
official
still
spot
winding
is.
down. They're gonna. So that's the end of the first quarter. The Cowboys lead 46-6. They'll take over the second quarter. 1st and 10.
Looks like about
we're
the
still
20,
waiting for that spot.
Well, this referee down here is about the 25.
Yeah.
So going to be about the 25-yard line. Short field. We'll be back here in 60 seconds.
But one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide's agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain and Winter, locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection, and an equal opportunity provider.
Here at Farmers Union Insurance, they do everything they can to make sure that you have the right insurance for your specific needs. They understand not every individual or family has the same insurance needs, and insurance is not a one-size-fits-all type solution. You see, they look at themselves as an insurance consultant rather than the typical salespeople. Farmers Union Insurance Agency's presence within the community is more than just an insurance office. They are proud to sponsor coverage of winter athletics and students. Good luck this year to all the Warrior and Lady Warriors. Atterbury Construction is an earth-moving contractor and supply of quality aggregate materials based in Colome, South Dakota. When in need of a professional service for site preparation, grading, and many other soil-related tasks, their knowledge in heavy equipment, rock and gravel products is wide-ranging. Atterbury Construction, your earth-moving and aggregate professional since 1995. For competitive bids and estimates, call Lee or Kurt at 842-3776. Proud sponsors of Colome Cowboys and Cowgirls on Colome Cowboy Live.
Hey, Doug, how'd that discount double check work out for you?
Oh, that was great. I wish I had double checked before discussing that play earlier. Did anybody catch that play? No. Okay, we're going to act like we're debating about it. You two do the bouncy football thing. You rub your head like it's a real tough call. No, that looks like you're having a migraine. I'm going to break the huddle confidently, and we're going to call it incomplete.
Your mic's on! First down! Thank you!
70,000 people were there.
20 million more watching at home.
Got it!
Save big with State Farm.
At Grossenberg Implement, we believe the other half of a great product is the service that stands behind that product. It means when you have questions, we have the answers. It means your equipment is backed by the expertise of 27 certified service technicians. See for yourself. Visit Grossenberg.com to see our current deals on new and used combines and combine heads. Service, the other half of a great product.
All right, we are back in Gayville, South Dakota. Just had a nice little recognition here at the quarter break for a young man on the Gayville the Gayville side of the field over there that's got some health issues that he's fighting. Great community effort to get behind that.
And little kindergarten boy fighting brain cancer. So for Ethan, a shout out here from Colome Cowboys Live. If you watch that, we're proud of you. We're praying for you, and we wish you and your family the best.
I see a lot of shirts around here that say that they're wearing gold for Ethan. I wondered what that was, so that's pretty cool to see a community get behind that. We see that in a lot of these smaller towns here, and there's always something more important than a football game. So,
yep. Much as we love our football, there's nothing more important.
A handoff to Kinzer goes out to the right, races to the pylon, and Jackson's going to put his third touchdown on the board for the night tonight. The Cowboys are going to take a 52-6 lead. So the Cowboys are running the straight T backfield there with three running backs there all in a line. And then they can just kind of hand it off and go whichever way they want. They got some great blocking there A little bit of misdirection, and we're going to go ahead and see if Tieman's under center to tack on a couple more. He's going to take it.
Pitch back to Dufik, going to be, and he's going to pick it up, and he still might make this in.
And Dufik fumbled the pitch.
Dropped it.
Got wrapped up in the background, picked it up.
Got away from his defender that had a hold of his ankle, and nobody was there to cover.
Yep.
And into the end zone, Chase Dufik for the extra point.
Great effort by the entire offense there that when they realized something was going on and Chase was going to make that effort, there were great blocks going the other way that opened that up, and Chase was able to use his quickness to get to the end zone, tack on 2 more, and take the lead to 54-6 with 11:52 left in the second quarter. So it's kind of getting out of hand here. The Cowboys are really kind of putting it to the Raiders. We're starting to see the Raiders really struggle with, they're just beat down, and it's hard to give an effort when you're down by over 50 points.
And it's warm and humid tonight as well. So,
but that doesn't take away from the effort of the Cowboys. That offensive and defensive line have really made themselves known tonight. And then those the backs, Kinzer, Bertram, Dufik, Cahoy, Tiemann have all put in a great effort tonight and made things happen when it didn't go all their way. And then when they got good blocks, they've made it happen even better. So.
It would be fun to be a running back to play with the line. The blocking that these guys have got, it would be fun to play running back for a while.
Yep.
I maybe could gain 5 yards in my old and feeble state.
Looks like I think that's
Nathaniel Hansen.
Nathaniel Hansen's going to kick.
Going to kick off. Looks like a lot of the B team JV kickers are in. It's going to be Cuts. Going to try the far side of the field. Got some room there. Greg Seitz is going to get him shoved out of bounds over there on about the 50 or the 49-yard line, somewhere in that vicinity. They're going to mark it at the 50.
So we got some of the young guys in there on that kickoff. They're doing a good job. They kicked, to McKee there right off the bat and gave up that one, the 6 points on the kickoff return there. And since then, the Cowboys have done a pretty good job of kicking away to him. I don't think Cuts quite has the speed. He's a little bit younger, 145-pound sophomore. That and that was his best return of the night there. A good return, and that's been a challenge for the Cowboys so far this year. Is that kickoff coverage? Looks like they had that kind of shored up there, but again, this is younger guys and a different crew, so great experience.
And several young guys coming in here now on defense as well. They're gonna maybe not go with all of them at once, but they're gonna start subbing them in and out and backing in and out and giving these younger guys some experience. The older guys break and gonna make this. Wow, it's nice to be famous. We're getting kisses blown at us from the fans. Have you ever been in such love, Neil?
I've loved that man my entire life.
So then it wasn't just your celebrity status that he was.
No,
okay. All right.
It's a long relationship. All right.
That's going to be number 5, McGee, up the gut, but he's going to get a couple there. Going to bring up second and about third and 5 for the Raiders. Third and 5.
I think it's 3rd and 5. The scoreboard says it's 2nd and 4, but I think they are on the 44-yard line. 10-16 left in the second half. And Gustad is under center. An eye back.
Hand it back to McGee, and he's going to get wrapped up as he comes around the right side there by Colton Solonen. And
Solonen
Wyatt Cahoy in there.
Wyatt Cahoy and Tiemann came up to help out.
Very, very seldom here watching this Cowboy team, a lot like last year's team. You don't see one guy on a tackle very often.
They're really good at converting on the ball.
Yep. One guy may slow them down or stand them up, but boy, then it's a race to see who gets there to get to finish them off is what it looks like. And they just do a good job of playing as a team.
See Evan Cole checked back in there.
Yep. Caleb Hansen was in there for a little bit. Oh, and there. Nash Atterbury in there to hit him first, and Calvin Ringingshield there to help him finish off. And and that's going to be a loss of 1. Going to bring a turnover on downs.
Yeah. You know, it's been fun tonight to watch Calvin tonight. He's kind of found himself. He's had a couple of good hits. He's got a touchdown pass.
Yep.
He's playing a great game tonight, and
he
really finished off that play right there.
Yep. Really matured in the off season a little bit.
Yep.
You know, really came on the first game of the year. I thought, hey, we're going to get to see something from Calvin this year, and each week he just gets a little stronger, a little more confident. You know, now he's going to get out there and block for the outside. Bertram's going to make a run there.
Breaks 2.
I tell you what, they aren't going to be able to just hit him and knock him down. They did knock him out of bounds, but they didn't knock him down. That was a gain of about 24, 25 yards maybe.
And good strong running, good blocking again. You know, I think that you just can't stress it enough or say it enough times. But you know, these backs are getting into the secondary or into the linebacker area there because they're getting sprung by one good block at least. Then they make something happen, and in a lot of cases they're picking up 3 and 4 more blocks and then breaking tackles, and next thing you know, you got a 20-yard run.
Right.
It's like Dufik's in motion.
We might have some movement there against the Cowboys. Yep. One of the backs went to just kind of picked up his head or something. It wasn't a big move, but it's a move, and it'll be 5 against the Cowboys.
So 1st and 15 from the 41-yard line with 7:39 left in the half. The clock is rolling because of the lead. The Cowboys are up 48 points. That first quarter was, depends on which side of the field you're on.
Demon back to pass. Going to be a screen play. Caught by Bo Bertram, and there is nobody going to get close there. Oh, I take that back. Taven McKee gets over there and gets off his block, but is able to bring him down, but down to the 6-yard line.
It might be 6-7-yard line.
And they just made that look easy again.
But that was a great screenplay and good blocking again. And actually, heads-up play out there by the wide receiver. I didn't see who that was that did not. You know, he could have thrown a block in the back and had that whole thing called back. So better to take a 30-yard.
And Tiemann is going to pick the ball up, and everybody goes for the fake, and he trots into the end zone for another 6 points for the Cowboys.
So that's Tiemann, Dufik, and Kinzer with multiple touchdowns, Ringing Shield with 1. The Cowboys are up 60-6 with 6:45 left in the second quarter. Let's see if we can tack on a couple more here. And I would imagine with this kind of lead, we might see a whole different set of people.
Yep.
Looks like the JV is kind of getting ready to line up, at least for the kickoff down here. Cowboy coaches are getting things put together.
And the extra point conversion is going to be no good.
You know, we didn't get to do starters or anything, but the Cowboys are coached by first-year head coach Ben Connett. Gene Bertram's down there helping, Charles Hossford, Terrence Kinzer, Corey Foss, and Colton Seegers.
Yep.
Matt and Ethan Vober are down there doing some stats. Cheerleaders are Abby Piota, Maggie McCarty, Haley Tiemann, Grace Campbell, Keegan Brumbaugh, and Danny Foss is the cheer coach. So we'll try to get some of the other side's stuff listed off here as well. But things are kind of starting to get out of hand here. I think we'll start seeing some second string and maybe even younger players take the field and get some experience here. Cowboys go into next week playing, Alcester Hudson?
Alcester Hudson, yep.
And then we've got Corsica Stickney coming up after that, right? No? Scotland for homecoming. Okay, so then Corsica and Avon. Avon.
You know, Avon's one of those teams that's kind of showing some comeback, you know. Alcester Hudson right now, they've got a 2-2 record. Nathaniel Hansen gets a nice boot in this one. Gets dropped and picked up there by Cutts. He's going to try the far side, the center of the field, and he gets knocked down, wrapped up. And that's going to be number 33, Cole.
Yep.
Let's see.
Is that Adam?
Adam Cole, yes.
Adam Cole had a great touchdown run in Colome a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
You know, they're towards the end of the game.
What was it, about
a 50-yarder?
Yep.
Great blocks. And his mom tried to start the wave, but nobody else would play. So I don't see his mom out here tonight. But
I saw her earlier. She is here. So
weather is nice. There's a nice breeze. The Raiders are going into the wind here, so it kind of makes it a little bit of a struggle for a passing game to get started here. But with the clock ticking at 5:54 left in the half, this is it's kind of a gut check time here for you when you're down by this to at least finish strong and get as much out of this as you could.
They're going to hand off to Cutts up the middle, and Wyatt Cahoy is there to meet him as he comes through the line. So tackled by Wyatt, gain of about 1.5 yards.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 28.
And looks to me like Gayville Raiders are just content to let this thing kind of wind down. They're taking their time getting passes in, plays in. Cowboys are going to, if they're going to get the youngsters in, they might almost have to call a timeout to do it because the way,
the clock's below 5 minutes now. Gusted under center. Going to do another dive.
And again, he's going to gain a couple, but
they're fighting.
And Cut's going to gain about 3, going to bring up a 3rd and 3.
So again, we appreciate all you guys joining us on CowboysLive.com. It's good to hear from those of you that we hear from, and this is just a blast for Brett and I. We have a great time with this.
Yep.
But it's kind of fun when we're talking to some of you guys. So,
and it's always fun to meet and visit with the opposing coaches that you've seen for you see once a year, or twice a year, a couple times, or maybe at a track meet or something like that. And shout out to Mr. Rice. It was fun having you up here in the booth with us, or letting us have your space. We appreciate it.
Yeah, for those of you sitting at home, one of the assistant coaches here, Tom Rice, for the Raiders, sits up here in the booth, and he gave us his space and sat here and called half the game with us. He's since gone down to the sidelines, but what a blast! And if you're listening to this, I had a great time tonight. It was really fun getting to meet you, and I can't wait to come back here. This was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yep. But no, the Cowboys have just done a super job tonight of just doing the basics, the fundamentals, getting good blocks.
Yep.
Waiting on the
patience,
the patience of the backs, waiting on their blocks and stuff like that. Just a good job of doing it right. And that'll be Cutts up the middle again. He's going to get about 1 yard before he gets pushed back. Somebody slowed him down, and like we talked earlier, then it's just a race to see who gets to finish him off. And unfortunately, he's a little slow getting up here right now. He's rolling over. He's going to get up, but it might have got some air knocked out of him. So the clock's going to stop. Cowboys are going to send in a couple of young players again, get some of these older players out. Bo Bertram's heading for the sidelines. Bo played a really good game again tonight. Just, these Cowboys just did a good job.
I don't know if the cameraman can hear me or not, but there's 4 Cowboys kneeling down here on about the 45-yard line. There's Cole, Atterbury, Solon, and Doherty. And if you ask me, they set the tone for the entire game. Jackson Kinzer's 3 touchdowns never hurt. It's hard to say he's not the player of the game. But those 4 right there have really set the tone, along with all the rest of the guys playing on that line.
And on defense, Dawson Varlick on that center, in that center guard position there. Evan playing center there they just do a good job getting their blocks.
Yep.
And then the backs that come around in motion, set a block or get the ball. They've got a wall in front of them, and they've just done a super job. Blocking is key.
They've been coached well, and they've listened well also. That you can just there's some discipline there. Not making dumb mistakes.
Neil, you know it too from being on a second-year dome team. Your senior or your junior year when you went, you guys learned a lot. the next year you come back and you knew more and you had the confidence coming out.
It was a different
This
game.
team is playing like you guys did.
Yep.
You know, it just they come out, they know they can do it. A lot of these boys played last year.
I don't know that I want to play against them. They might be playing a little better. There's some real athletes down here that the Cowboys have,
they are.
And these guys have worked hard. You can see it. They play well together. They've meshed pretty well. And the one
And the size.
inconsistency they've had is the coach. And Connett's really picked off where Crumpets left off, and they've really done a good job. And I thought they were well coached last year. Ran the right plays at the right time, and there were some close calls there for the Cowboys last year, and a lot of athletic effort, but a lot of great coaching there too. So you're seeing that again this year. Connett, got handed a pretty good team, but
he's not running it down the. He got handed the keys. He could have done what he wants to, but I think he's listening. Gene Bertram's been coaching the junior high football team, assistant coach to the high school team for years. Is able to just kind of help him, point him along. Oh, nice job there. 86, is that Rhett? I'm still learning.
86 is Rhett Bertram.
Still learning my young guys here, but quarterback tried to run in there, and that middle had him just stuffed up there. And turned around, and Rhett Bertram was right there to pick him off. Going to be a couple-yard loss. Going to bring up fourth and about 6.
That was a good contain of a broken play there, where and that's really that's a great example of the difference of the game. When the Cowboys had that, and Tiemann got flushed that way, he went 47 yards for a touchdown. Where the Cowboys have been, really disciplined, stayed where they're supposed to stay, so they could do what they needed to do when the time came. And right there, Rhett Bertram is forced a 4th and 7.
And they're going to run it up the gut there, and he gained a bunch. Got up there.
The Cowboys are
going to be about a yard short of the first down, though, and going to be a turnover on downs.
So the clock is ticked down to 35 seconds now.
And it's going to keep running with the lead. Well,
I don't know
if the Cowboys will get a play in here or not, or if they're going to try to. They're about going to have to get a timeout called to run a play, but
they've stopped the clock here now. 27 seconds. So
they did stop it for a first. They got to stop it for a first down, but they do, I guess, here now too.
So the Cowboys are huddled up here on the sideline talking with the coaches. Looks like we've got I see Jacob Wheat going in there,
and we're going to have a timeout called by Colome.
Well, we're probably going to be done here in about 27 seconds, Brett. So who's your player of the game?
To pick one, it would be awful hard, but I'm going to say that defensive line. I'm not going to pick one. I'm going to say that whole defensive line. Those boys they set the tone. There was nothing Gusted could do tonight. Anything he tried was he tried it with pressure in his face. And those guys turn around, and most of them play on the offensive line too. So, and then we talked about it, just the blocking, the movement that they had, getting out there, getting their blocks, sealing blocks, guards pulling. They do a super good job, and my hat's off to those linemen.
Yep, I think I'd agree with you. Although we've given it to linemen just about every week, so I'm going to tilt my head to Jackson Kinzer tonight. 3 touchdowns. It's really been he's been a beast all year.
He has.
Has worked hard, and then I'd definitely give an honorable mention there to Calvin Ringingshield. Has really put an effort out tonight. He kicks, and then he's had a couple of great hits. A touchdown grab tonight has kind of been everywhere, but. Probably the last game play of the game here. That looks like we got the snap fumbled there.
Next week, then the Cowboys play at I believe it's Alcester Hudson. So they are Alcester tonight is got a bye week, so they got a bye week coming in. They're 2-2.
We're gonna get one more off here.
They beat Trip Delmont Armored Dakota Christian. They lost to Avon. They lost to Corsica. And then they beat Scotland. So it's gonna be another good
I think so.
team that we get to see next week. But fumble by the Cowboys on the snap,
and that's gonna
end the game, I believe.
Yep.
So, folks, again, like to thank you for joining us here on Colome Cowboys Live. Neil Widener here along with Brett Heath. Getting to call these games, and as Neil said earlier, we love doing this. They're fun, but it takes fans out there, or else we wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the Colome Cowboys. And
Cody, if you're still awake, get to sleep.
With that, we're going to sign off.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Here and knock. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay. Welcome to